Yeah.
Yes.
What was it like?
Well, he asked if I would marry him. And instead of saying yes or no, I said, when?
That's what Mom said. When?
If he had given, was there a wrong answer to that question, or was?
No, I just wanted to know.
Because of the school year.
Well, actually, my folks were traveling and had gone to Egypt, and they wanted me to come over and join them. But I decided if it was going to be, 2 years from now, I guess I could have made the Egypt trip. But if it was going to be this summer, then
I
I'd
don't
just
think-
stay here.
I don't think hardly anyone answers with when. That's totally Mom. What do you remember about the wedding, Dad? Or the engagement?
Well, the wedding, I wasn't nervous, but I was just so excited. I was my own usher, so. I
Or
know
were you
people-
walking everybody in?
Yeah, I walked people up and down the aisle because I was so excited. It wasn't nervous, just excited.
And who was there? Your mom was there, wasn't she, or no?
Yeah, my
Yeah,
parents and
your
her parents
parents?
and Gary was there. He was supposed to be best man, but because he wasn't Catholic and Mom had been irregular in her marriages and all,
They
But,
didn't let him?
that Monsignor said, "No, you better get." And so I got my dad. But
Oh,
Gary
your
was-
dad was your best man?
Yeah, but Gary was an usher too. So
That's wonderful. That's
yeah,
wonderful.
not everyone has a father for a best man.
No, you had your father.
And he
What-
liked Terry. He always liked
I
pretty
was
women.
going to ask.
He liked pretty women. I think he liked all his daughter-in-laws.
Wow. So, did they all stay at a hotel?
Did what?
They stayed at a hotel and everything? Do you remember?
What's the question?
Did they stay at a hotel? They all flew in, and
I don't know where they stayed. Yeah.
That's so. That's
And he
such
wrote a
a.
poem when he was out here. That's in the book.
Really?
I don't know if you have a copy, but
I do. I have it. It's in our living room.
yeah, I
Which
guess they were
one?
driving around in Central Oregon
Yeah.
and they saw. So he wrote a poem about Oregon.
Oh.
One of his last poems.
Did you see the book that his dad is co-author on?
No.
Not author, but co-editor. Are those two
Yeah, the
maroon
Saint
colored
book,
books?
right?
Are those the ones that your dad was co-author? Was it a 2-volume thing?
Yeah.
Can you pull it
Yeah.
down, Annie? Or I'll get it later on. So it was about the saints? Dad?
What?
It was about the saints?
Oh, all Catholics.
Okay.
We looked up every Catholic that ever lived somehow.
Okay.
Well, every interesting Catholic.
Right.
There's something to
Right.
write about.
Well, old bishops who weren't that interesting, but
Okay, I'm gonna check that one out. But Mom, what do you remember about the wedding? I mean, you guys looked amazing at the wedding.
Well, my folks came, and Karen and Deborah.
Yeah, I mean, you wore the cutest dress.
I know, it upset the nuns, though. It was the miniskirts came in style that year.
Yeah.
And so I thought it would be neat to have a wedding dress that would be a miniskirt instead of a long one.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's
And-
right.
One of the nuns was,
Horrified.
yes, she really talked to me. Why did you have your wedding dress be so short? She did not approve.
The guy that
Because I look fabulous.
one of the people that I have breakfast with on Saturday, Jack Pines, he and his
Yeah.
wife, been married a long time. Anyway, they were moving from one house to another, and they found this old bulletin from St. Mary's, and it said, Terry Tobinsky invites all her students to come to her wedding on June
That
9th.
is not true.
Yeah, it is.
They found that?
Yes, he found this thing. So
Oh,
he
you need
gave
to
it to
And
her.
you invited all your
Laminated.
students, Mom?
But
Yeah.
I didn't give them individual invitations.
Right.
I just told the class, you
Right.
know.
And did they come?
Some of them did. But it also was, the other reason was that I wanted my wedding dress to be a dress that I could also wear in other times in my life when I wanted to dress up. So not necessarily
Right.
just like a traditional wedding dress. So
Yeah.
by having it have a shorter skirt, that made that possible.
Did you end up doing it?
Well, I think I did at least once, but the trouble was that I gained weight.
I think we have a
so
picture of it.
Well, you didn't gain weight. You just got pregnant. Oh.
Yeah, but
I did
I
gain
think,
weight.
I think there is one picture where you're all dressed up. And I think
Yeah,
Really?
you're
we
wearing,
have one. Yeah,
wearing the wedding dress.
Did you keep the dress or did you let it go?
I kept it for a long time, but I don't think I not forever. I don't think I have it now.
Okay.
I like the song "Hanging from the Chandeliers" because Granddad asked the priest
If you could take pictures.
right, and
Yeah.
the priest said, "Well, just don't hang from the chandeliers."
And my dad said, "Oh, I won't, sir."
Because
Very seriously.
he's like, because Granddad was like your brother
I have
Joe.
been considering it, but since you mention it,
Well, I was gonna
He's
say
like Joe,
I
he's
could
a-
see him hanging from the chandelier.
But he's a literalist like Joe is. And we had a fuddy-duddy assistant.
oh, he had been thinking of it.
There was a fuddy-duddy assistant priest at St. Mary's, and I wanted this Bach chorale played before Mass on the organ, and he didn't know if he could do that, but
What?
it was fine with the organist. But it wasn't his wedding anyway. Monsignor's the one who said the wedding.
Yeah, that's
Father Bano.
ridiculous.
Very fuddy-duddy guy.
He just felt it wasn't religious enough.
Huh?
He felt it wasn't religious enough.
Oh no, Bach chorales, they're very religious, but
Oh, he wasn't
no,
sure.
it just was out of the ordinary. I don't know. Or maybe because
Wow.
it wasn't written by a Lutheran. I don't know.
So, Dad, can I just clarify that you are possibly one of the only males? Now, you did say in one of the first videos I took that music is central to your soul, but one of your biggest memories of your wedding day is the music that you requested to be played.
I don't know. That was one.
Yeah, well, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
He always talks about the priest giving the sermon that there'd be
Yeah,
suffering
my
in
mom
marriage.
got mad.
And
Oh, yeah?
his mother didn't like that.
What
Well,
happened?
he'd gone to too many marriage counselings, probably. He just said there'd be a lot of sorrow in the marriage. You have to live with it. My mom got really mad. 95% happy. And at her funeral, I mentioned that story.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And he was wrong, and my mom was right.
95% happy.
Someone today was saying that they have an Advent wreath and it says one thing to do for the holiday and one thing that is the word of the day or something.
Yeah.
So it was a memory, and I was saying I remembered the incense at the Christmas Mass when I was back east and your mom had passed away. And Deborah said, well, I like to have a service with incense, but I think she just wanted us to go to a Catholic Mass for Joe and I.
Yeah.
And but I remember Deborah and Michelle and Rachel, all us being in the church, and they did have wonderful incense.
That's amazing.
There was a video of the reception, and we never got it. We
No,
were
that's
always
so
promised
sad.
that thing, and we never got it. And there was somebody popped the cork, and it went up, and then they rolled it back, and so the pop cork went back in the bottle. We never found that. Was stashed away in my dad's closet or something, but nobody ever found it.
Do you guys remember your wedding cake flavors?
I think it was vanilla.
Yeah.
It wasn't chocolate.
No.
I like that I told Aunt Karen the story that Mom tells about Dad. Dad was the new dad, and they were going away on their honeymoon, and Karen was babysitting Bobby, and Dad said that he would switch birthdays with Bobby, and Bobby they could open up the wedding presents.
Oh, yeah, that's
but
right.
you know how you usually write down so and so gave the
Right.
glasses or
We
something,
never
so you
found
can write
out.
a thank you note. Well, they just apparently just was like, woo, open the presents.
We never
And
found
Karen
out who
said,
gave us
well,
presents.
Karen didn't remember, but she said, well, that sounds like us. That sounds like me.
That is
And
delightful.
they took Bobby up to the zoo in Portland.
All
So
right.
if you never got a thank you note from Mom and Dad, it's because they didn't know what you gave them.
Wow. I'm going to post this with a picture of you guys
But
with
the
your
rec-
parents
But
in
the
the
reception
beautiful
was down
dress.
in the backyard where we lived, and
Oh, really? Oh, that's
My-
right. It was at
my
that,
landlord and all.
like at the apartment place.
So it was on Charlton or Olive?
Charlton, yeah. Oh, JR wants to come in and hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
JR.
JR.
'Cause JR likes
What do you
Now,
think?
Jean has
What do you think,
has
JR?
a chain
Oh.
of rhyming names, but she's not mean.
Have you taken any pictures of
She's
JR?
Jean Bean
JR
Green Mean Lean
They
Fighting
hate me.
Machine,
I'm sorry, JR.
but she's really not. She's really a sweetheart.
Except
Really
to
very
the
sweet.
doctors. I'm a sweetheart
Yeah,
except
but
to the
Yeah, he's a good
doctors.
boy, and he
We
likes
call her
mom. He likes
Jean
mom.
Bean Lean Green Mean Fighting Machine.
He's like, I'm out of here.